Welcome to SEMA Central 2014 SEMA Show in the beautiful Las Vegas Convention Center. Sitting next to me, Danny Shapiro from NVIDIA. Buddy, you got so much going on now. The little bit of car geek in me loves the fact that you're involved so much with video games, but I mean, it's such a bigger spectrum than that.
Huge. Now, we come out of the video game world, right? NVIDIA makes the technology that's at the heart of today's video games, but also visual effects for film. But automakers use us to design their cars, to do all the styling work, for engineering simulation, to do virtual crash tests, virtual wind tunnel simulations. But now what we're doing is we're taking that technology that's used in supercomputing, it's used in, in the workstations, we're turning it inside out. We're bringing it in the car. Our technology is now in over 6 million cars on the road today, powering 3D navigation in the vehicles, Google Earth in the car, reconfigurable instrument clusters. I mean, Tesla, one of our customers, has our technology in the car. That 17-inch touchscreen is what we work on with them.
And you know what? I did not know that that was your doing, and that is incredible, because as much as I just want to burn good old-fashioned gasoline through my 4150 Holly, a friend of mine has a brand new Tesla, and I got in and looked at that screen. That is amazing technology. I mean, it just blew my mind. I didn't know. You're the guy who made that screen. That's so cool.
No, but what we've done is we basically, have a product here. This is, we call it a visual computing module. This is a whole computer. It's the same type of technology that's in supercomputers.
That little tiny board right there.
This little technology, yep.
That is amazing.
So this is what's inside the Tesla Model S. It's inside Audis, BMWs, Minis, even new Honda, right? The Honda Connect system that just rolled out in Europe, running Android in the car. So what we're seeing is a shift from mobile devices, phones and tablets. It's not safe for people to use those in the car, obviously. We want to bring that experience and that usability inside the car, but do it in a way that's safe for driving.
And we definitely want to be safe. One of the things that I want to talk about, you said configurable dashes. Now, I went to, I think it was Jaguar that was showing they were going to go into something like that on the actual, not the side panel, but their actual gauge cluster. The future of what people will be able to do with the electronics in their car is really endless.
Absolutely. As you replace traditional controls, gauges and dials, switches, with touchscreens, or in the case of the instrument cluster, just a beautiful high-res display, it's a blank canvas for designers at the automaker or even aftermarket. Why not be able to buy a brand new vehicle, and maybe it has a vintage history that goes back 50 years in time? Why not be able to go online and select the 1965 instrument cluster from that brand and have that in your brand new 2015 vehicle?
That's very cool. Now, I don't want my friends at Autometer to hate me, because there's nothing better, in a race car than something like a big 5-inch monster tag. But I see this really becoming not only part of the OE, as which we've kind of talked about, but being able to take this technology and someone building a car that would be either a showcase vehicle here at SEMA, maybe something that wanted to merge old and new, and something maybe to go for the Riddler at Detroit Autorama. Sure. It's kind of something that can be used in any format.
Yeah, and we actually have a whole software tool chain. I mean, many people think of our company as a hardware company. We do a huge amount of software, and part of that is to enable that level of customization. If you have a particular sports team, you want to have those themed colors inside the interior of your car, you could do that. The other thing we're doing, again, is leveraging the kind of photorealistic graphics that, so many of the displays and artwork here is computer generated. Why not be able to take those beautiful materials and simulate that inside the car? Have the instrument cluster look like it's made out of brushed aluminum, maybe it's carbon fiber, maybe there's stitched leather on that instrument cluster that's just computer generated, and that's some of the stuff that we're doing.
You are already living in the future, designing for the future. How do you project where trends are going to go, especially in a place like SEMA, to try to then appropriately use either resources and/or funds to go forward in the right direction?
Well, so that's a really good point, and the classic problem has always been technology at the consumer electronics level is moving so fast, and automakers just cannot keep track. One of the things we've done is created this modular design so that this visual computing module we created can plug into the vehicle, much like you work on a PC. You can upgrade your PC. So I think that potentially there's some aftermarket upgrade capabilities that happen, but also software. Making these systems, they're computers in the car that applications will run on. So I think SEMA may shift to be more software focused beyond all the traditional hardware that you see there. There's a lot of aftermarket opportunities, and like Tesla and others have shown, when you update the software in the car, it keeps it fresh. You can have a car that's 2 or 3 years old. You get a new software application in the car, it gives it new capabilities.
Well, you know what? If I get a chance to ever own a Tesla, I'll have to get you on the side so you can break it open so I can use all the wheel power I know that car has. But hey, so much fun having you up on the SEMA Central stage. If people want information about what you do, how you do it, and how to get in contact and be part of your team, how do they do it?
Yeah, the best thing is at nvidia.com/automotive. It talks about everything we're doing, again, from the clusters to infotainment to really the next wave of what we're doing is all about computer vision, taking cameras and other sensors and bringing that information in to enable cars to drive themselves ultimately.
Well, it's going to be amazing. Hey, thank you so much for coming up here.
Thanks a lot, Dennis.
I'm Dennis Pitzenbarger. We're going to be more from the SEMA Central stage coming up soon.